Okay everyone, let's make another pink themed video. Today we're going to talk about the pink sauce. It's a product that was sold by a TikToker named Chef Pie, which got into a lot of crossfire lately due to multiple people ordering the sauce and complaining it from being broken during shipping or going bad and smelling rotten. But what exactly are the facts here? Well, people are claiming that the sauce hasn't been FDA approved. There's milk in the sauce. Given a not a long shelf life, and being shipped in a hot car for 3 to 4 days at a time is not very good for the sauce. It doesn't say on the label that the sauce needs to be refrigerated, and there's no expiration date. There's also no added preservatives in the sauce to create a longer shelf life. Also, the TikToker already started selling it before proper lab testing. She never addressed any of the health concerns anyone had in any of her YouTube videos or TikToks. And the sauce is made in her home kitchen, which is a really unsanitary environment if you're not getting that properly checked out before you do that. And she never actually talks about how the sauce tastes, which is a little bit weird. And that is all besides the fact of the labeling being completely wrong and therefore not in any FDA standards. Now, these are most of the things I could actually find in names of accusations on the internet when I was researching the topic, and that's more than enough, right? Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. A lot of commentary YouTubers, Twitter posts, or TikTokers have brought all of these points up. I've been watching multiple videos from various people I would watch on a regular basis, and I got super concerned about the whole situation. As someone who studied this for 3 years, I would say I know a thing or two about food, and someone selling food that is unsanitary and not properly tested got me worried. To find out more about the creator of the pink sauce and her whole story behind it. What I found is Carly Pie is actually a professional chef who owned her own restaurant that went victim to the pandemic, like a lot of other small-owned businesses. So how could a professional chef get so many things wrong? Well, the truth is, a self-taught creator selling a sauce that she has been making for years, testing it in her own life and restaurant before bringing it to marketing and actually starting producing it, selling it to the broad public while making mistakes, just doesn't sell as good as TikTok lunatic tries to kill everyone with the pink sauce she's making in her basement. And even though all the people making YouTube videos and TikToks could have looked into the creator side as well, they didn't. But decide to make a YouTube video with a lot of false accusations, bringing even more people with less knowledge to an issue that is way different than people actually making it. But let's start again. So, Cardi B is a mother of 2 sons trying to make a living off the pink sauce that she has been selling in her restaurant for years before losing it during the pandemic. And her sauce was liked by the customers and by her family, and since she hasn't seen a similar product with fresh dragon fruit in it, she tried to go into production herself, bringing it to the broad masses on the internet. It took her about a year to get the sauce consistent, with a shelf life of about a month and ready for selling. Now, she doesn't actually produce the sauce in her kitchen or garage or basement or whatever. She rented out a facility which, according to her, is FDA approved. Now, I'm not an American citizen, so I had to look up some of the regulations and things the FDA does. So here's a quick rundown of that. FDA stands for Food and Drug Administration. They basically check everything that goes into your bodies. But what the FDA doesn't approve is facilities, meaning the facility she is using can't be FDA approved. However, it can be FDA inspected, which according to her is exactly what happened after her TikToks went viral and people started to complain about the whole situation. She states in her 1-hour explanation video on YouTube that her facility has been inspected by the FDA and the health department, and they did not find anything wrong in her production process. That's what I assume, since they left and she's still producing sauce. So, Now, she also posted a TikTok about it where they're actually at her doorstep. I don't know if that TikTok is real or not. I can only say what she's saying. If it's right, who knows? In one of her TikTok lives, she stated, and I quote her on that, What do you mean FDA approved? The pink sauce is not a medical product. And people went crazy over it. Accusations were flying around claiming she doesn't know what FDA stands for and that she shouldn't be allowed selling food items. I am not sure if she really didn't know what that means or if she just misunderstood or if that was just a misunderstanding from her side. Because when I looked up on the official website of the FDA, I found out that the FDA does not do a pre-market approval of food products. So basically everyone can sell everything until there's a complaint. Not literally, I guess, but you get my point on that. Now, another big problem people had were the whole thing with the milk in it. And yes, the sauce has milk in it. Dried milk, to be precise, according to her video. Now, milk is a very sensitive product that can go bad within hours of being left open in the sun. I'm not denying that, but what is important is the constellation and the preservatives. In her sauce, she uses about 2% of dried milk, according to her own video. By the way, for everybody already typing out the comment with like, yeah, milk sucks. Well, I mean, your local ranch does have milk in it, so does Caesar dressing and other sauces as well. Like, the hell, even mayo has fresh raw eggs in them, and you're buying that off the supermarket shelf, unrefrigerated, all the time. What it states on the normal label of a thing you buy in the supermarket is refrigerate after open. Now, I know that there's a difference between that because the things you buy in the shop have a longer shelf life because there are chemical preservatives in it. You can buy more natural product from smaller companies where they have natural preservatives in it as well. Just like she has in her product. She has lemon and vinegar in it, for example, which are both great natural preservatives. Like our ancestors already used to make pickled vegetables to get them through the winter, and we still do that today. Like a lot of small-owned businesses rather use the natural preservatives rather than chemical ones. The shelf life get reduced doing so, but it does not go towards zero. Her current expiration date that she put on the bottle after the complaint started, because there weren't any expiration dates on the bottle, which is a big issue which we get to in a second. But the current expiration date is about a month with refrigeration after opening, and I think that is a realistic shelf life for a product like this. I think there is an issue with being shipped out the way they do it, without an ice pack, without cooling or anything, just like in Thirst they did it in a bag and then they did it in a box. I think there is a problem with it because it's not really a great shipping method, especially with the heat wave we're experiencing right now. So I think that will reduce the general shelf life of the product, but I am not 100% certain to how much it affects the product in the end. To the lab testing one, I gotta be honest, I don't know about the regulations in America that well, and I couldn't find that much on the internet. According to Kali P, she tested her sauce and shelf life thoroughly at home before selling it to customers. Now, I don't know if a proper lab test is actually required in America or not. I couldn't really find information doing my research about that. But if you have other informations or can tell me if there is lab testing required that need to be provided to the FDA, please let me know. I'm more than willing to listen to that and correct my statement on that one. Now, here's the thing with the label. I will ignore the typos on the label since I think that it's not a big deal. Making a mistake writing the word vinegar wrong, and she already apologized for the mistakes with the 444 serving sizes, which was actually the grams of the product. However, not putting a warning label on the bottle that it requires refrigeration is a big, big no-no. Also, not having an expiration date on it, even bigger no-no. She fixed the two problems with her current production. Having new labels on the bottle where the mistakes were fixed. I still think she will have to be held accountable for the old labels and the harm they might have caused. Also, just on a little side note, not telling people what the sauce tastes like. It's marketing and nothing else. You watch a commercial about most food items on TV or the radio, they will just tell you how great it tastes and usually wouldn't give you an example of the flavor. So not really a flaw there, just marketing. Here's the last bit of research I did. The claims of people getting hospitalized and even died because of the product. When other people were talking about it, they were tagging the same few videos and posts as proof. Now, one of the main TikTok's accusations in this one is a channel by the name of Marie or Susan. I'm not sure which one is correct, but this person uploaded 3 TikToks out of her hospital with promises of an update on her situation, which still hasn't happened after 5 days. Her videos were posted within the span of 1 day, with no proof about her actually buying or consuming the pink sauce. The second thing people were talking about is a Reddit post by a user called Mama Wolf, which made her account 4 days ago to post her story and then never come back to it. And I don't know about you, but something just doesn't seem right to me. And the last one is a guy who said that he was dying, and he straight up made an update that he never even bought the sauce. And it was just a social experiment he wanted to make, seeing how quick misinformation can spread. Sorry, this is the last one, I swear. But another one I found was a guy using some pink liquid that he stuffed dirt and worms into it, squirting it on a plate with chicken nuggets, even though it's obviously not real. It doesn't have the right label and it is a completely different bottle. But what really makes me angry about this one is this comment. He's knowingly and willingly damaging a small business with this. There are some videos on TikTok that look convincing to me, like that girl receiving an exploding package or seeing bottles that are bloated. I'm not gonna discredit these because I think they genuinely look real, like real people who have bought the product and trying to make a point. But to be fair, we have to watch a little longer to know what actually is going on. So far, there hasn't been any confirmed lawsuits, and Chef Pie said in her YouTube video that everyone receiving damaged packages will get a refund or a replacement. But what do you think? Vicious supervillain? Exaggerating people on the internet who haven't been involved at all and trying to make a big fuss out of it? Let me know in the comments down below. So far, thank you for watching, and maybe we can get an update on this in the near future. I'm gonna keep you posted and definitely gonna post an update once anything is keep moving about that. I'm gonna stay tuned. Thank you all for watching, love you all, and have an amazing rest of your week. Bye!